And welcome back. I am so sorry for the delay in posting this setup for the month, but life happens. It happens to all of us, so bear with me. This month I am decorating my cover super simple. On the back I have a little November calendar for reference, and then on the front I have the card from the planner classified kit. And then I just use one of the die cuts. I think it's from one of the planner kits. I'm not sure, but anyways. And then on the inside of my cover, I want to have my goals section. But first, I decorate the inside of the cover because this fox, it was just, I just needed to use it somewhere, and I felt like the inside of the cover was the best place because, I get to see it every day and it's so cute. I love that fox, and that fox stamp, I have been using it so much. Anyway, so I just put it there and I make this little frame with my pen, and I try to stamp, or I do stamp every day because, yeah, and I fail miserably. So, and I think that it was fitting to have the done, done, and done I cut next to my November goals. That's just how I reason. So I put Hello November, and I dig through my stash for some fitting stickers, and I really, really, really liked these little, it looks like tree, wood, I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's a heart and it's really cute. And as usual, I divide my sections into home, life, and work. That seems to be working the best for me. And yeah, so I don't change things that actually work for me. And then I put a lie in there as well. My favorite is November because it is not. I am not a big November fan. It's been quite okay this year, but it's usually so rainy and gray and yeah. Plus everyone is sick, which is what's happened to us. Anyways, I am keeping things super simple, so I'm using, these are like washi stickers from the sticker sub from Coco Daisy. All of the kits that I'm talking about is from Coco Daisy. On this spread, I'm just using a regular pencil and just putting down a line. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that, really, because the main thing is that you can see where you have divided your page, and that is all you need, really. And you don't really need to divide them if you don't want to, but I like the decorative part of it, so that's what I do. And in this, I really like the color combination of that really dusty gray or blue and all of the yellows and oranges, and I don't know, it's something that really speaks to me. I really like that combination. And then I go on to stamp my dates. As you see, it's moving pretty quickly this month. There's no extras or fancy things. It's just a couple of stamps and some stickers, and that is basically it. Because sometimes you need to be quick about things, and because it's been super busy. So, but I think it turns out really cute. These stamps are from a previous pocket memory keeping kit, and I just really use, I think this one is my most used date stamp because I really like it. I like how, I don't know, I just like it. And then I go on to date my days with the round stickers as usual because they really, really, really work for me. So I don't want to change things that work. So I go on to date them, and that's also pretty quick. I like it when there's just stickers to be dealt with because stickers are quick. Oh, and this page is actually going to be a bit different because I don't know, it was something about the layout that made me want to make it a bit different, and I like switching things up sometimes. So I calculated how many, because there's squares on there. I know they're hard to see, but they're squares, so I'm trying to count on how many squares and blah 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 blah. Uh, and I'm showing that to you because this is the boring reality sometimes that you have to count. Anyways, the counting has stopped and I am making lines because this is not going to be a vertical layout, it's going to be a horizontal layout. And I am just making lines to separate the days. And then I'm gonna use these stickers, and these are from the planner add-on, and usually I use them on my monthly overview, but this month they are so adorable, and I just needed to make a spread with them because I just love them. And I just really like how that turned out. And then on the other end of that little line that I drew, I'm putting the round date sticker. So still keeping it pretty simple. And then I know rewind. Then I set up a little section in the later part of my planner, which I will use for memory keeping. And this is also fairly simple. I'm just putting down the date stickers from the functional sticker sheet from the main planner kit, and I divide the days up, or I just use I don't do any decorating in here, so I just write down whatever happens that day, and when I have time to sit down and scrapbook or do whatever, I can just use this as reference. It doesn't have to be pretty, or it just has to be something. And I don't even have to, if there's nothing happening that day, I don't have to write something. It's just a quick way to make a couple of notes so that, because my brain at least usually forgets things. So it's really nice to have that, especially if you're not planning on doing your memory keeping right away. Then you can write down, like, if the kids said something, or if something happened with the kids, or if you have new stats for them, or if you went somewhere. There's a ton of things that you can write down that may not fit into your regular planning, and I like to keep it in there. And so each of the days get around roughly half a page. Some days did get a bit less space, but it has worked so far. And then in the middle of the planner, I wanted to have a little thankful or grateful for section. And this is also very simple. I use one of the die cuts and some of the stickers, and then I just write down the dates for the month, and then on each day I just write something small or big, something that I'm thankful for that day. And it has been so many different things. It's been everything from a nice cup of coffee in the morning to being able to comfort my kids, or there's just so many things to be thankful for. And I think it's nice to it takes literally just a couple of seconds from my day, because I'm not making it, super pretty or anything. I'm just making it doable, because that's also something that I'm very much for. So yeah. And then I start on my monthly overview. I know if you've been following me for some time, you know that I go back and forth between having one and not having one, and it all depends on how our lives are functioning at the moment. Sometimes I don't really need one, but this month I felt like there's so many things going on, both outside of work and at home, and there's just too many things to keep in my head, and I like to get that visual. And also it's quite fun to make, so why not? And I had this page over, so yeah, I just go. I'm not being very, overly precise with this. I'm just, eyeballing and just all of the lines. I rarely use a. I'm that kind of person. I don't really like to use rulers or, measure things out. I just do it in a way that feels good for me. Like, this feels like a nice amount of space to be writing on. And then I just go with it. What can go wrong, really? And then I just scribble down the days of the week. And it doesn't have to be for perfect. I think it turned out pretty cute anyways. And then I really liked these die cuts: wake up, drink coffee, and be awesome. I thought they were perfect. Very nice reminder, especially for days when you don't really feel amazing. Perhaps you forgot the second part: drink coffee. And then I use the stickers from the 12 by 12 memory keeping kit because I really like that striking red color. I think it's just adorable, or not adorable, it's gorgeous. And again, together with that, dusty blue, it looks even, more striking. And then this part, I think it's hard to I think in the flip through it will be clearer, but I have sectioned up the month in 2 weeks, and then in between those 2 weeks I have like a task list slash menu planning slash things that, because I realized right now it feels more doable and more, I don't know, it makes more sense to me to have it go over more than just 1 week, and I really like to have things in one place. I have noticed this with myself, that even if I like the idea of having multiple inserts, I rarely use them, and when I do it for a while, and then it kind of loses its charm, I guess. So for me, I think this at the moment this works better for me. So I have my menu planning, my to-dos, and just keeping it very simple. And then also I do regardless of where I put my menu planning, but I really like to make a menu plan, and then I make my grocery list based off of that, because it's not fun to go to the store and then end up with nothing to eat. When my partner goes to the store, that happens all of the time. So I'm not saying that because I'm a bad person. It actually happens. And then to make it easy for myself, I just use one of my mild liners to make the last menu plan, and I think it turned out cute. So let's see what we've got left here. Oh, we need to put down the paper clips. Like I've said before, this is something that I really enjoy doing. And as you might have noticed, I am using the notepad holder as my main planner this month. On the Coco Daisy blog, there's a little tutorial on the little button thing I have in the front. I need to decorate my pages, or my pockets, of course, and my little die cut from Simone is there, and here you have the flip through. It was a pretty quick video this week, but I had really fun creating it, and I will be quicker about my setup video next month, I hope. I'm not trying to promise too much because there's been so many things going on, guys. Thank you so much for watching this time, and if you're not subscribed already, I would be happy to have you subscribe, and please leave a comment down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye!